Okay. This is Dave Seward. This is my 305. And we here. I'm here with the one and only Wanda Brooks from Brooks Star Services.
Hey.
When I tell you, this woman, she does everything, right? She does personal, business, taxes, life insurance, notary public. She does bookkeeping. She assists with wills.
Yes.
she, and I mean, it's, and she also is on Hot 105 with Jill Tracy
Yes.
on
Hot Talk.
Hot Talk. That's
Every third Sunday.
every third Sunday with Jill
Yes,
Tracy.
the Hot
right?
Talk Money Honeys.
Hot Talk Money Honeys. I
Yes,
like that, right?
yes. Hashtag Hot Talk Money Honeys.
Yeah, so Wanda's my girl, and this is my 305. This is a good representation for us. So what I want to say is, what I want to get into actually is, where did it all begin? Where did it start?
Liberty City, 68th and 26.
6826. Yeah, straight Liberty City.
Liberty
Shout out.
City, yes,
Yeah, you
yes,
came
yes.
out of the city,
Yes.
came out of the concrete, girl gone good,
Yes,
right?
always.
So that's
Girl
what I'm
gone
talking
good.
about. So
Yup.
so okay. And your drive and your ethics and your motivation to become what you have become
Right.
comes from where?
The entrepreneurship drive comes from my father.
Your father.
Yes. He's an entrepreneur. He's an ex-entrepreneur. He's deceased now, but he was an entrepreneur. He had a 9 to 5, but he also always had a side hustle.
Okay.
One of the main ones that he had was the contract that he carried with Jaguar of Coral Gables,
Okay.
where he owned the detailing portion
Really?
of the Jaguar.
And that came
Yes.
from hustling.
hustling, and,
Just-
and you know, my father was always a people person.
Yeah.
He had the gift of gab.
That's where you get it from.
Yes,
That's
yes,
where you get it
yes,
from. Okay.
yes.
Okay. That makes sense now.
Yes, so he
Okay.
went in and he, you know, he was just that person. He walked in and he demanded the attention without saying a word. That's the
Okay.
presence that he had. So he
Okay.
was able to talk to the people. They fell in love with him.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, he had the contract.
Got a contract.
Yes.
That's what's up. So you went from Liberty City,
Yes.
and how did you get into finances? And
Well, had 19, no. Well,
Mm.
19 really, because in the financial world, because I did 16 in banking and I
Mm. Okay.
did 3 in healthcare. So all of those
Oh.
things fall under.
oh, so
Yes.
it just sets you up. For
Yes,
your own
so I
thing.
have, right. So I have my health and life insurance license with the state of Florida and Georgia. And I also, of course, I do taxes, so I'm certified with that as well.
Wow, that's okay. So you in corporate. Let me just paint the picture. You're in
Okay.
corporate America,
Yes.
right? And all of a sudden, it's like, okay, I need to step out on my own. I need
No,
you
it
just
wasn't. It wasn't like that.
it wasn't just,
It wasn't,
your decision.
No, it wasn't my decision.
Okay.
I am not built for corporate America, and
Okay.
most entrepreneurs are not.
Okay.
You know, we try our best. I got in. I was everything from a manager to a fraud investigator to. I mean, I held
Yeah.
pretty important positions
Right.
within.
But even
within
at that
the
time,
industries.
you wasn't thinking going out on your own.
No, I wasn't. I wasn't because you go to work. I figured you go to work. That's why I was
Yeah.
raised. You go to work
Yeah,
and you
you-
pay your bills
yeah.
and and then you just do that thing all over again.
Uh-huh.
But like I said, my dad always said you always need to have something else coming in.
Mhm.
And back then, as a young child, you figure okay, two streams of income. But
Right.
now you need at least 7
True that.
in order to be able to
That's so
to make
true.
it. So he taught me that. But just me not fitting in corporate America. I blame my dad for that as well because he told me, people don't let nobody talk to you any kind of way.
Yeah.
So when folks would come to me within corporate America and say things, I'm like, who you talking to? My daddy said you can't talk to me like
That's that
that.
Liberty City coming out. That's that hood. That's that hood coming out.
Right,
Okay.
so look, there's a way to speak to everyone.
Yeah,
so,
true enough.
I have that, so I was like, okay. And it was almost like they pushed me out. And
Yeah.
so, when, you're hustling, you're trying to find another job, and it's difficult to find something that, when you've been in that industry for so long
Yeah.
and you've made it to a certain
Yeah.
salary level, you don't want to drop $15,000 less.
No.
Then, and if I'm going to do that, I might as well work for myself. So I started doing a little contract work here and there. I fell into taxes from one of my really good friends. He brought me in and he was like, "Look, this is what you need to do."
Mm-hmm.
So and then I fell in love with that as well. But
Okay.
my first passion is life insurance, for
Wow.
sure.
Wow.
Yes.
So that's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would suggest that maybe there's a lot of people in corporate America that are not taking that chance of going out on their own. They
Right.
have the skills, they have the
Yes.
know-how.
Right.
They just need that push out of the nest.
Exactly. And I have people all the time. I have so many clients that come in. So I treat my clients like family. I'm part of once I take care of you,
Yeah.
you're family to me right now.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I met some of your clients and they love me
Yes.
so Wanda. Wanda, you can't do no wrong. But that's what it
So-
is. It's you're impressionable.
Right,
And,
right.
and that's what you sell. Not only that you have the know-how of insurance and life insurance and all these other different things, but you have that personality that you're a part of the family.
Yes, but I
You know?
love people, so I love to get
And
to
it
know
shows.
people.
And it shows. And
I like
that's
to
an
open
important
myself.
part of your business.
Right, I'm very big on customer service.
See?
I believe in it. My clients call me anytime, and
Yeah.
they, like, Wanda, I know it's 9 o'clock, but I need to talk to you for a
Yeah.
second, and I'll take the time out to talk to
Yeah.
them, for whatever it is. But I do get clients that come in all the time, and they're like, okay, I know I need to do something else.
Yeah.
What do you suggest? And I'm like, I can't suggest anything for you. What are you passionate about?
Right.
I feel like if you're gonna step out and do entrepreneurship, it has to be something that you like to do.
Something you would do for free.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because if not, you can't be forced
Yeah.
to do something because it's not gonna work out.
Yeah.
You have to love what you do.
Yeah.
And I love what I do. I
Well,
really do.
But the thing about life insurance is, I mean, every time somebody starts to talk about life insurance, I start to go to sleep.
Yeah, well, it's not sexy.
No, it ain't
It's not
sexy
sexy,
at all.
so it's not the sexiest conversation to have.
But I know
But it's a
something.
conversation that needs to be had.
Yeah, because it's something that we need.
Yes, yes.
Right. So it's good to have someone that could that you could relate to, and someone that can make you feel comfortable and
Right.
actually break it down to
Right.
you, so you know actually what it is you're getting into.
Right, and see that's I learned about this through experience. Okay, when my father passed away, it was inadequate life insurance. So, being a daddy's girl
Yeah.
and taking this policy, and the young man at the funeral home saying, "Okay, yeah, but," and I'm like, "What are you telling me?"
Yeah.
And so now I need to come out of pocket. Now I can't grieve my dad
Yeah.
because I need to figure out
Where
I'm going to get this
from?
money from.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we needed it. You
Yeah.
understand? So I had to take all of those feelings and tuck them inside.
Yeah.
And anybody that loves their parent, anybody that loves anybody, but especially your parent,
Yeah.
you want to make sure everything is perfect
Yeah.
for them because you know that they did everything that they possibly could for you.
So
you
yeah.
want to make sure you can do everything that you possibly
Exactly.
can. So
Exactly.
I always said after that whole ordeal, and I was able to grieve a little bit afterwards, but it was bad because I was not able to do what I had to hold on to those feelings.
Yeah.
So I'm like, nobody should ever have to go through this. So I'm not telling people this because this is what I think. I'm telling them because this is what I know.
Yeah. And a lot of people don't lose close family members where they have to bury them and don't know how they're going to pay for the funeral.
Exactly.
Until your back is up against the wall
Exactly.
and you're like, oh shit, how am I going to do this?
Right.
So
Right.
it's imperative that you have life insurance enough to bury them.
And let's start with that. Let's
Yeah.
have enough for burial.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to do there's so many other things that we can do with it,
Mm-hmm.
but let's start there. At least let's have enough for burial, and then we can work our way up. People buy life insurance 7 times in a lifetime.
Wow.
Because
7 times.
7 times on average. And that's because things change. You figure you get life insurance when you're 20, then you get married. So
Yeah.
now you have more responsibilities. You buy a house, you got more responsibilities. You have children, you have more responsibilities.
Yeah.
So we don't always have to start off with $500,000.
Wow.
You start off where you can, and we grow from there.
Yeah. And it's a nest egg. It's something that you could build on. I mean, in the time of bereavement, you could still function and build a life.
Yes, absolutely.
So it's kind of knowing that you're here now, but once I'm gone, they could really do something with that money.
Exactly. Pay your bills.
Yeah.
For example.
Yeah, but I mean, set up and establish something.
No, absolutely, absolutely. Listen,
for your kids.
we weren't always able to do that. We weren't
Mm.
able to start getting adequate life insurance until the early 50s.
Wow.
Before we were
50s.
only allowed to do late 40s, early 50s, something like that. But
Mm.
we were only allowed to have enough for burial,
Wow.
where the other folks
Would
was
have
allowed
millions.
to build, to build for their family.
Yeah.
And we weren't able to, but now we are.
We need to take advantage
And we
of
need to
that.
take advantage of it.
Yeah.
You
And it's
know,
so
so
sad. It's so sad when you see people doing a GoFundMe to try and bury
I
someone.
don't
And
give to the GoFundMe's. I don't care who it is. If I've talked to you, I will not, unless that person was born with some type of disease and they weren't able to get, you know, sickness or illness or something
Yeah.
like that, and they weren't able to get insurance as a
Yeah.
child. I will not. I
Yeah.
absolutely will not, because if you
Yeah.
can afford to do all the lavish things that we all do,
Yeah.
everybody has their thing.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, and the average of life insurance monthly is what? A
it dep-
meal? It's a dinner?
Yeah,
It's
it could be a couple of meals, but it
Yeah.
just depends.
Yeah.
You know, it depends on
what it is that you want
So
in
life
return.
insurance, yes, life insurance goes by age, sex, and health.
Yeah.
Those are the three major things.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
so if you can, you know, they think a lot of people think it's more than it actually is, but you got to sit down with someone and talk to them about it.
Okay. Well, Wanda Brooks,
Yes,
I would like to thank you for sitting down.
I
with This is my
appreciate-
305.
I
Truly,
appreciate you.
Liberty City girl going
Yes,
good.
Liberty
I mean,
City, baby,
you are an
305.
asset to the 305. Asset to the 305, and I'd like
Yes,
to thank you.
not a problem.
Yo, this is my 305. We out.